also, at the end of the day, we feel like it's a decent solution of where they're gonna end up. Now, we will have a credit back to you for less grading, but you may have heard us talk about having to balance the site. So when we cut something, we have to fill it. So it's this, cut and balance, and we had originally calculated that this area that was gonna be cut was gonna be filled over in here. So we don't know yet how much of a credit this will be, because we do not want to move this earth and get into any more rock, because it's not worth the money to spend on rock. So if we can take this dirt that's rock-free, or within reason, and fill over here, then we'll have a credit. If we get into more rock in that area, we're just gonna stop, and we're just gonna dress it up and grade it as decent as we can to make it look good. Now, right in here is where I said we've still got some more rock and we still have some more grading to do. You can't just simply put the road in and not dress the slope, because you can't have a road and then go straight up. So we've got to lay that back a little bit. And so we really don't know exactly where we are until we get in there and try to start moving a little more earth, okay? So maybe I'll stop right there and say, does anybody have any issues with what we're talking about already, with moving the soccer and moving the football practice?
I like where you moved it better, but I still have a question. What if you don't have enough dirt to fill that, where you had meant to balance?
Mhm.
Are we still gonna have to go back and do that blasting, or
No.
is there another source?
No, we would look at some other areas where we might be able to get a little dirt somewhere that we weren't planning on cutting to begin with. So, it's a really kind of a day-to-day, week-to-week, as we get in there and grade and see what we hit. So, there are some opportunities for some other areas to be able to cut. We might be able to cut a little more, over in here or back over in there, that kind of thing. Okay. So obviously, we're trying to be proactive, and we're trying to work as a team and trying to figure out where is the least cost-wise, that we can get this dirt from. We don't want to have to haul any dirt in from off-site, so we're trying to avoid that, because that costs money as well.
The one spot there beside of I guess where the soccer field was, at one time we thought about that being like a band practice or something, or am I mistaken?
Well, we have band practice still,
Okay,
that
so
stayed.
okay.
So we had, you can kind of see the rectangle
Right,
where it
that's what I thought there was a
That
band.
was soccer, so we had
Okay.
soccer and we had band. So we originally had band right here, and we just simply shifted it over.
Okay, so,
And the reason why we have band here is because that's close to the band room.
okay,
So
so
it's just a little bit further.
not losing anything, just relocated a bit. Okay.
Right, a little bit further.
The part down where the fields are, wasn't there some kind of future expansion that we're thinking about that too? Do we lose that now with the soccer fields going?
What we were gonna do is we were gonna put in 2 other ball fields as future. And
Okay.
so they would be softball, baseball again, like you see around town where you do the 4 fields.
Okay,
So if you put the soccer there, then you obviously can't put baseball and softball. But that, at this point in time, is too cost prohibitive to do.
yeah.
So,
Is there a way to maybe salvage one of them, or is that gonna take up the opportunity in the future of both of them?
there's an opportunity that we could put softball.
One in the future.
Baseball's
Okay.
probably gonna be hard to do.
Okay.
Unless some schools, you have to try to start sharing fields, and that's
Right.
just a logistics thing. But at the end of the day, after we moved it over there, we thought, well, it's, I think, a greater plus to be able to share the concessions, because you really didn't have concessions for soccer where it was.
Okay.
And parking too. Okay, so we'll be updating you as we go along as far as what we can do in this area here and how much we can grade.